Guys, you can call me TC. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but just listen up. So, if you clicked on this video, clearly you want purpose. Now, the reason why we're discussing this in the first place is because obviously you can tell we're in pretty much an epidemic right now where everyone is craving this thing, but yet we're all doing the complete opposite. And I'll get into why that is. Now, where did I put my eraser? Okay, cool. So, purpose. In fact, I'll leave it there. So, the reason why we're struggling with this is because everyone is chasing Mulani. They're chasing money, right? If you're chasing money, what's going to happen is you're going to start sacrificing your purpose very, very quickly. Because what happens is very simple. What happens is very simple. I want you to look at it like this. If this is you, right, and I'm able to then, let's say you're indifferent. Let's say you're indifferent about your situation. You're not overly happy. You're not depressed. All I have to do then is this. Say, cool. And fucking pounds and shit. Anyways, so the purpose. If you're indifferent about your situation and I come over to you with a money tree, with something that can give you money, that can potentially buy happiness, right? That's what we're really trying to do here. If you sacrifice your purpose for money, what happens is you're trying to buy happiness. Now, why is this a flawed model? It's a flawed model because, quite frankly, nobody can really buy happiness. Because happiness is not something that you can purchase, right? Unless you're talking about that, I don't know, some class A's that I'm not aware of, right? So this is the conclusion that I've kind of got to. So when I was fucking depressed, right? When I was miserable, I tried so many different methods. I'm talking, we've got dropship, we've got SMMA, got trading, all of your like basic guru business models, right? I tried all of them and I failed at all of them. In fact, I lost like tens of thousands of pounds doing all of this shit. So yeah, let's say I was sort of happy. Let's just say I got even more depressed. Anyways, so the reason why I'm trying to say this is because if you're trying to buy happiness through different business models or trying to essentially find someone that's going to save you, then you're going to naturally fail. Because you're looking for an external factor to become a beneficiary of your life. Doesn't work. All the power that you need is within you. So if we look at the power within, right? What are we really referring to here? We're referring to God. Now, there may be some of you that, in the comments saying, oh, this guy's wrong, I don't know. I'm not a religious person. I don't claim to be religious. I don't claim to know everything about religion. But one thing that I've just come to my own beliefs about is that God is everywhere, right? Which I'm sure you could agree with. God is everything and everywhere, but also me. It's you. It's us. It's God is not like, I know some people refer to God and they, I used to do this all the time. Growing up, obviously, my family split between Christianity and Islam, so I've had my fair share of conversations, let's say. And one thing that I never really understood was how can my God, right? How can my God instill fear, instill shame, instill guilt upon me when I'm literally created in God's image? It wouldn't make sense. Why would God want to do these things? Now, I understand why they are also created, because for me, you cannot appreciate something without polarity. And this is actually one of the laws of the universe. We'll say this for another day. But if you don't understand what I mean by polarity, I literally mean this. I want you to think of like opposite ends of a spectrum, right? When do we decide that things become hot? Like, let's say this was temp. When from being cold to boiling, and when I say boiling, I don't mean 100 degrees. I'm talking about boiling as in like fucking hell, bro, I'm hot, right? On this spectrum, when does it become hot? Because within all of this, technically we're going from like warm to just like, exactly, it doesn't really make sense. Like, there's not a distinct temperature that we're like, it's hot. This is polarity. This is where we understand that being cold and being hot is the same thing. It's the same, just a difference in vibration. Now, again, I'm going a bit off topic with you right here, and I'm gonna scale it back. But I'm just trying to break through different things in my own head that make sense, so that I can keep everything going. Give me a second. So let's get into this. So like I was saying, if you're trying to buy happiness, you're going to sacrifice your purpose. Now, what I'm on a mission to do is help as many people understand the things that I'm starting to understand, which are helping me progress quicker in life than every other person in my family, right? So let's look at this. If I have a purpose, but yet all of my time is spent on work, family, and for most of you guys, it's gonna be fucking like scrolling and shit. You might go to the gym, maybe, who knows, right? So let's say your time is split between these things already. Where do you fit your purpose within this? It's pretty difficult, right? Now, I've spoken to multiple people, like numerous people, and they've said the same things to me. So my understanding is this: the more you work, the less you live for purpose. So how the fuck do we make a living, bro? If we're sacrificing our purpose to work more, but we need to work more to be able to even pursue our purpose, how the fuck do we do this? This is it's almost a purpose paradox, right? And I'm just making this stuff up, like, as I go along. I'm talking about things, I'm just connecting the dots and how shit connects in my mind. Okay, so this is my way. Work, to create time and Work to create time and financial freedom. Because financial freedom and time freedom is what you need to be able to purposely do it. Because time and financial freedom are needed for you to be able to even pursue your purpose. And why is that? It's because having the time to even do the thing that you want to do, that you feel is your passion, right? Some may call it, is exactly what you're after. But then you're in a dilemma of, if I do this and I focus on my passion, I will not make the money to live, to survive, you know. And some people do try to do this. They try to, you know, go into self-employment. They just try to, you know, I've done it myself. You know, I worked in the gym, and trust me, when you start making money that you weren't making before, and it's nothing crazy, you know, we're talking 3-4K a month. We're talking 3-4K a month. You can become complacent, but the thing is, you just start to understand that there's a limit to what you can do, right? There's a limit to what you can do. And for me, I want to be global. I am global. As soon as I posted this video, I was global, because it means everyone that has an internet connection and YouTube can find this video, right? So I'm gonna just cut all the crap out now. So you stayed with me long enough. If you've got this far, I already appreciate you, right? So this is again, everything that I put down is very subjective. It's very individualized. It's very, this is what I'm doing, this is what I believe. And if you don't believe it and you don't want to go along with it, then that's completely up to you. Because it's all on you. It's all on me. The reality that we experience is all down to us. You know, there's nothing that I can really do. There's things I can say that may, you know, sink into the subconscious and start to actually provide value without you even realizing, because you start to take different actions. But that's a story for another day. So there's two things, right? Skills and leverage. It's crazy, because I remember when I was starting out and I was thinking to myself, bro, one day I'm going to be able to make this video, and now I'm fucking making the video. So skills and leverage. Now, why are these things even important? The reason why I have broken it down into these two things is because for me, these were the things that actually changed my life. These two things, once I really understood what it meant, life changed. Now, you can still see, like, I've got this whiteboard, I'm chilling, I've got my bonnet on. Like, for me, I feel like the time that it took for me to even get to this point was all preparing me for this part of my life. Right, we're all on our own journeys, right? But you can speed things up. It's all down to your own ignorance. So you can listen to this, or you can just carry on doing what you're doing. And if nothing's working for you, then that's on you, right? So, skills. Let me break this down again. So within skills, we want high income. We want low time. And essentially we want flexibility. I'm not sure if you can see that, but fuck it. So we want high income. We want it to be pretty low time commitment in terms of it's not taking you, you know, you're not commuting, you're not doing all that stuff. And it's pretty flexible in how you do it, right? And the reason why I've gone with these things is because for me, this is where the inflection point was in my life. This is where I had that little hockey stick moment where I actually went from doing nothing pretty much with my life and just having busy work to actually making an impact on my own life. So you want to find a way to either be around people that are making the money that you want to make, or do it yourself. Now, when you're starting out, it's always going to be easier to just follow someone else. It's going to be, I know that the whole point of this, like, you know, people say, oh, I want to work for myself, have my own business. That's cool. But the thing with that is there's so many things that you do not understand when you're getting into this stuff. Now, for some people, it's completely different. They may have been working a 9 to 5, and that 9 to 5 has lined them up perfectly to go into business. For me, when I started out, the only experience I had was fucking warehouse, delivery driver. What else did I do? Catering, like food catering, and putting the fries in the bag, bro. You know, I worked at McDonald's, so that's the type of experience I had. I had those like low income, low barrier to entry type of jobs, right? You don't really need qualifications or anything until I got a job as a personal trainer, which again was the first step to me actually making more money. Now, low time. This is where we get into, you know, detaching your time from income. Your income from time, right? Because if I have to work 10 hours a day and I get paid for